everyone, this is Tracey from Lavinia Stamps. Thank you for joining me today. We've got the DL gel press from the combo kit. That's what I'm going to be using today, along with our brayer. And I'm going to pick a couple of colours from our new range. These are the Fresco acrylic, chalk acrylic paints that work so well with the gel press. And then we're going to be using our stencils. So these are the colours that I'm going to use as my base, which is Blue Smoke and Stone. So I'm going to pop a little down on this. Only need a small amount, especially with it being quite a small gel press really, and we only want a very thin layering for our base. So just blend that together. And then we're going to pop our stencil over the top. Let's use this one. Okay, so I'm going to run the brayer over the top, and this will just simply take out all the exposed paint on the gel press. Okay, and then I'm going to use Eggplant. This is the alcohol ink. And then taking our little dauber, if I can find the right colour, there we go. I'm just going to pick that colour up, and I'm just going to start going over the top. Bringing out all that detail, just applying a little bit of pressure and just work my way up, blending the colour as we go. Okay, so I'm going to take that off now. Pop that in some water because it's had the acrylic paint on, and it's much easier to clean once it's submerged into water. If we let that dry, it does take a little bit of a scrub to get the paint off, so just putting it into the water makes it a lot easier to clean. Okay, so we need to make sure that that is dry, and it's looking quite dry to me. And then we're going to pick a colour to go over the top of that. So I might go with the Teresa Green actually. So a small amount, and then we just brayer that over the top. Nice thin coating. Make sure that you apply enough pressure to cover that whole area, because all that does is activate those colours underneath so that we can now take a print. Got two pieces there. Give that a smooth over. This is our Stencil-it card. This is our 250 GSM. I just find that it works slightly better with a thinner card personally. You can apply a little bit more pressure to get that print. And let's see what we've got. And that's lovely. A really, really nice background we've got there. And already I'm thinking about what we can do with that and how we can stamp over the top. So we're going to be stamping one of our very old fairies actually, one of our first designed fairies. I still really like her. I know it's one of Amanda Branson's favourites as well. She's done some really lovely cards using this one. So I'm going to ink her up in the archival. This is the jet black. So make sure that she's completely covered, and then we're going to pop her down around here. Give her a good press. And there she is. Okay, so I need to ground her, so I'm going to just tear some paper. Tear a little help and just pop her on that. And then we shall use the archival and just run that over at the base of her feet. Now that's the cornflower blue that I'm using, but I'm also going to use just a touch of the black as well, just on the very, very edge. So you can see that two-tone with blue underneath and then the black on top, so it almost looks navy blue, so that works quite nicely. Okay, so to make her stand out a little more, I'm going to use my paintbrush and just paint with the colour box. So we've got cornflower blue here. So I'm literally just going to go round the very edge just to give her a nice sort of hue, and then it will make her stand out that much more. So don't forget to, the first layer that you're putting on with your ink, we want it really watered down. We don't want the line to be too harsh, and we'll build up the colour very gradually. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of colour onto her dress as well. This will just make her a little bit more of a solid image. Doesn't need an awful lot. Okay, so I think I might actually trim this edge right down and mount the card onto a cream background. I think that will work nicer. So I am going to trim that white border off. Probably better that I've done that. Okay, so I'm going to go around the edge now, using our smoothie and our archival, which is the cornflower blue. Just tidying up the edges more than anything. Okay, I really like this background. As I say, I must write some of these down to remember how I did them and what colours I used. So I'm going to just use a very faint cornflower blue around the edge of the moonlight. And that will just give it a nice hue, nice and subtle, not overpowering, but it makes her stand out. And she really does look like she's standing there in the moonlight blowing bubbles. Okay, so what else shall we do with this now? I don't think it needs an awful lot more doing to it. I quite like it by itself. We'll put a little bit of glitter glue just onto her wings. That's the Sakura pen, sorry, it's the clear glitter. So I'm going to pop that over the top of her wings. I don't want anything too overpowering on this. As I say, I quite like it by itself, so I'm just going to go around the edge of the moon now. I'll do them on the bubbles as well. Okay, so I hope you can see that bit of a sparkle there. And then I'm just going to mount that. I don't normally finish my cards, but this one I'm going to. There we go. This glue is fabulous, by the way. This Cosmic Shimmer, we do sell this, but it's absolutely one of the best glues I've come across. It's pretty instant. Okay, so I'm going to trim that down. Okay, so there she is, finished. I hope you enjoyed the demo. I certainly enjoyed doing this card, I really did. One of my favourite stamps from a very long time ago. Brings back a few memories of where we first started, so it's quite nice to do. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.